Welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. I live in Louisiana, and I am so grateful that you stopped by for a visit today. So why don't you grab yourself a drink, maybe a snack, and a project to work on, and let's visit. Hey friends, thank you for joining me at my desk today. I am back working on my sweater. It is my Premier sweater. I'm using Premier yarn, a sweet roll, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up. This was a 3-pack. You can find these on their website. And actually, I'm going to leave you a link in the description box below, so you can go right to their website and check out the sweet rolls. I'm going to put that squishy paper over to the side. So it is a Premier sweet roll. These are 245 yards. It's a 4-weight yarn. And this particular one is called Raspberry Swirl. They have lots of beautiful, yummy colors. Could just eat those colors up. They're so yummy. So go on there and check out and see what all colors they have. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. Premier yarn is wonderful. So anyway, that's the yarn I'm going to use, and I'm just going to tie on to this project and get to work. But I wanted to check out my work and make sure I was using, have it right side out or whatever. Let me see what I got going on. I think I want it this way. Knocked my hork over and my possum and a peanut fell over. Okay, so I had made this, and then I needed to try it on and let Big Daddy see it, and he clipped it on the sides with a chip clip, because that's all we had available at the moment, and he clipped it, and then I was able to take it off, and it fits nice. It has some room, so that's good. So now I'm ready to work in the round, because right now I have basically a blanket with a hole in the middle. So now I'm just kind of flipping it around and deciding where is my, and I'm just knocking everything over while I'm doing this, deciding where my back is, and this is where I'm gonna start. Yeah, okay. So now when I get to this end, I'm gonna join it. But I'm going to put my yarn in and get started right here. All right, so let me get my yarn over here and get it ready. And I'm just going to join in right here where I left off before. And that leaves that tail. And I'm going to tie it to my new tail. And people can join in projects lots of different ways. We all have our way that we like, and so I'm going to do it the way that I like. So this sweater is not a pattern by anyone except me. It's just something that I was playing around with and made up, a sweater pattern. But how many different ways can you possibly make a sweater? It's like, how many ways can you make a hat? So I'm going to join in. I'm holding the wrong thread here. That's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to start crocheting in the round to make this sweater for myself. And I did get colors that I could make my guys' sweaters if they would wear them. And I picked up the tail. I picked up the tail instead of my working yarn. Y'all, bear with me. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now, I usually always make my working yarn the yarn closest to me. But I guess I didn't do that time. And because, you know, I've lost fingers, I am having a hard time crocheting and doing things, you know, having to figure out things differently. So that's one of my struggles, is it's not coming as easy for me. It's very frustrating at times, but once I get going, I'll be okay. I just need to do one more, I believe. Okay, let me see if I can get this looking right. After I get this one going, I should be better. I should be good to go. Alright, so I have I chained 3 and then I did 2 double crochets, so that counts as my 3 stitches. And I chained 1 in between my clusters. Some people don't. There's no right or wrong way. We can all do it our own way. Your way is the right way for you. Okay, so then I can go on and start, you know, my granny clusters here. And then, like I said, when I get to that end, I'm going to join and be working in the round. I hope that does work out for me. Oh, goodness. So what are you guys doing today for WIP Wednesday? What's your project that you're working on? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be yarn related. You can just tell me whatever you're doing today, what you're up to. Maybe you're not working on a project. Maybe you're working on insurance papers. That's a hassle. And in my life, that's something I have to deal with, is trying to keep, you know, insurance paying what they're supposed to be paying. It's a shame that you do have to hound them, you know, that the patient has to stay on top of all that, as if the patient doesn't have enough going on. So you may be doing something as crazy as that today. It doesn't matter. Tell us what you're up to so we'll all know what everyone is working on. Oh, anyway, so yeah, I'm working on this sweater this morning, and I'll probably work on something different this afternoon. I have some things that I was working on yesterday's video when I was creating the animal paper dolls. That, you know, that video didn't get watched by many people, but anyway, I was working on those yesterday, and I did finish those off last night. I just created these little animal paper dolls to go in my journals, and they all turned out really cute. I'm pleased with the way they turned out, and I can just add them in my journals as, you know, I need something to add to a page. And I have some other little paper doll things that I'm going to work on probably this afternoon, because I do have something I'm wanting to do. I love doing crafty stuff like that. I mean, I just have always done crafty things. Like the craft store has always been my friend. I am trying to crochet, guys. it's a struggle. It doesn't come as easy as it did before, right? Back before I lost this finger in March, I was crocheting all the time. You know, that was my jam. Crocheting and crocheting. And since losing that finger, it has made such an impact on my crochet skills and just just what I'm able to do. I mean, and let's just be honest, there's lots of things in my life that I can't do right now, that's, you know, become harder, that you need fingers to be able to do. And so there's day-to-day life things that are so much harder for me to do nowadays, but I'm trying my best. I'm getting things, you know, done the best that I can, and just doing what I can. But I want to say that I do appreciate you guys who are sticking with me through these struggles, and, you know, y'all are here for I'm sorry, I am emotional today. I am emotional today. I woke up to some really ugly messages. YouTube or any media can be a really tough place. It really can be. People can be so ugly because they're sitting behind a keyboard, a computer screen. And they can say all the ugly, hurtful things. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to be so emotional today. But I mean, I did get a lot of ugly messages lately. And people who you thought were like here for you to support you and just whatever. I know I'm not putting out the crochet videos that I used to put out. I realize that. You don't have to tell me. But you also don't have to put down everything that I am doing, because I'm trying my best. I am. I know, I mean, I think I've probably killed my crochet channel. I mean, I'm not getting views. I'm not getting the views. I've probably just killed my channel by adding in other things that I'm able to do. But I don't really know what else to do, because I'm just not able to do what I used to do. You know, it is hard. It's hard, guys. I'm so sorry about all that. I probably should not have recorded today. But I do want to be honest with you guys and let you know how I'm feeling and what's going on, and just, you know, I just feel like I'm just doing everything that I can to try to put out some videos to keep my content up, because I can't do it on crochet alone. I really can't. I just cannot, I can't get out enough crochet videos because crocheting is hard for me nowadays. And okay, so you don't like that? I mean, people don't like that, but just imagine how frustrating it is for me. I'm very frustrated about it too. I mean, it's hard to want to do something and can't. And, so, you know, a lot of people only want to see crochet videos, and if I put out other kind of videos, you know, I get all kinds of hate comments, and I can't help it. I can't help it. I can only do what I can do. I do have my settings on YouTube where, like, some comments, certain words, I have it set where I never see those comments, and I'm gonna have to go in there and put in some more words, obviously, so that I don't see those comments, because YouTube just won't allow them through. And I do have it set where certain words, comments do not come through, but I need to add to that because I woke up to some really ugly emails today. Not emails, comments. But I've deleted them. I did delete them, and I'm going to move on. I'm not going to dwell on it, but I just want to share my heart that I'm doing all that I can. I cannot put out the crochet videos like I used to because my hands are different, if you haven't noticed. I lost a finger in March. That is why all my videos aren't crochet anymore. It's not that I just woke up and chose to change my content. My health decided that. So I am trying out just some different types of content so that I have content. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a video but a couple of times a month. And that's not enough to keep the lights on. We gotta keep the lights on, folks. So I'm putting in other videos such as art journal, such as painting and the coloring and dolls, you know, different doll videos, and maybe Big Daddy reading a story. He did tell me last night that he's ready to record another story. So I'm gonna get him to do that. But, yeah. You know, that's why I am trying out the different videos and doing different types of, it's still art. Crochet is art. Knitting is art. Painting is art. Drawing is art. Art journals is art. Even my dolls are considered art to me because they are an art piece. I, you know, dress them up and pose them and do photography, which is art. And so that's all part of art to me. So that's why I have been saying art tube instead of yarn tube, because it's a lots of different art nowadays. It's not just yarn art. It is all, you know, mediums of art. So anyway, yeah, I appreciate you guys who understand and get that and are, you know, still here and supporting me and just cheering me on. I tell you what, I read a comment last night. I guess I've been emotional since last night because I read a comment last night and I just busted out crying. A lady commented and said that she had some difficulties in her life, and her life slowed down. I won't tell all the details, but her life slowed down and she found herself just sitting on the couch feeling sorry for herself. And then she came across my channel and decided to get up and do something, and she's crocheting. I love that. I love that I was able to, I mean, just that one thing, just that one comment makes it worth it to me. Just knowing that I encouraged one person. Because what do I do in my videos? I try to encourage people to enjoy life. Just don't sit around waiting on other people to make you happy. Find things that make you happy and enjoy your life. Do something for yourself. That's my goal, is to encourage people to find ways to enjoy life. And I think that my crowd, a lot of people have limitations and things going on in their life that a younger crowd might not get, right? And probably some of my hateful comments are coming from the younger crowd who don't understand what it's like getting older, because I know I sure didn't when I was a kid. You know, I thought 30 was old. Guess what? It's not. It's very, very young. But I think most of my crowd are, you know, they've lived a wonderful life and their life has slowed down and they're just needing something to encourage them to find a new hobby, find things you can do, because there's lots of things you can't do. But let's don't focus on that. Let's focus on something you can do. So that's my message, and that's what, if I encourage one person, I'm very happy. I'm very happy, and that makes it all worthwhile. That makes all those ugly, negative comments worthwhile. What I don't understand is, I mean, I get negative comments all the time. That's not anything new. But to wake up and have a whole bunch of them, that's odd. Like, I don't know where all these ugly, ugly people came from overnight. I'm thick-skinned. I really am. I can take ugly comments. But when you wake up and you have a whole bunch of ugly comments, you're like, whoa, what's going on? But anyway, yeah, I just say thank you. Thank you to everyone who is sticking with me and understanding, and you're here for me and not just the art. It doesn't matter to you what art I'm doing, whether I'm flipping through an art journal, painting on a piece of paper, coloring a paper doll, or crocheting. You guys are the best. You are, and I see you. I see you. I know who's here. You don't have to tell me, because I know. I see you. I know the guys who are here and are back for video after video, and yeah, I see it. I appreciate you so much. I really do. I wish I could just sit here and name all of you off by name, but I would obviously leave someone out, and obviously it would take all day. Because I do have a lot of supporters. I have a lot to be thankful for. And I'm not going to let these naysayers and negative comments keep me down. Yes, it did make me emotional. Yes, I lost it there for a minute. But I'm not going to let that keep me down. I'm jumping back up here. Just talking to you guys is helping me. Y'all are great therapy. I'm glad y'all don't charge me for our therapy sessions, because you guys are great. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all listen to me and just let me ramble on. So this is great therapy for me. And I hear you. I hear you all saying, don't listen to those people. I know what you're going to say already, and I hear you. Thank you. I appreciate that so very much. So, I got to rest my arm for a minute. The way I crochet now is totally different. My whole body is different, the way that I'm now crocheting. And so I do have to rest. I can't do it for long periods at a time. And that's one of the reasons why I, just can't crochet as fast like I used to, and can't crank out the projects, because it just makes my whole body hurt in ways that it didn't hurt before. So anyway, yeah, I was making some little embellishments and little paper dolls and things like that to add to my journal pages as I am journaling. And so I have some other things. I made those yesterday, the animal paper dolls, and then these will be a different kind of little paper dolls. It's real simple, cute things. I'm going to be making these later. I went ahead and cut some out and to see how they would work. And I have some very in-depth paper dolls too that I want to do and create, and I really just want to have fun and just wake up and whatever I feel like doing that day, do it. Honestly, that's what I'm going to have to get back to doing, because trying to please other people is not very pleasing to me. I love crochet. Please don't get me wrong. I love to crochet. I love yarn. I love creating with the string. To look at the string, this pile of string, and say, I turned the string into this, and now I'm wearing this. That is an awesome feeling. And I do like that. I do like being able to create things with yarn. I just wish it wasn't a struggle for me. I wish it wasn't such a hard time doing it now, but it is. It is. Okay, I'm almost to the next side, so I can join my work again, and then I will be completely in the round. And then I'm just going to keep going on this until it gets down to ever how long I want it. Probably a little lower than my waist. I like big, comfy sweaters that, are just cozy and snuggly. Snuggly. That's the word of the day. So let me see what I can do here. This part is, I don't know why this part, when I get close to edges, it is harder for me because I don't have a lot to hold on to. You know, hold it down. I'm trying to hold my project down. Oh, the cats are over here. Sassy's on my desk asleep right beside me, and Sissy's on the piano just laying there looking over here. And then Phoebe is in her puppy bed, and Big Daddy's at work. So we're just starting the day off with some crochet. And I'm going to be working on this sweater and my other blanket. And I might throw in different projects here and there. But I'm still working on that birthday blanket slowly. When I go to Crochet Club again, which they're going to be doing a crochet group at night next week, I believe, maybe on the 25th. I'm going to go to that and see, you know, how that goes. Actually, the lady who does the daytime group, she asked if we can please come because she don't know how many people is going to show up. But some people had asked her to do that because they say, you know, I work during the day, I can't come at night, and so she's going to do this, but she don't know if they're actually going to show up or not. Sometimes that happens, you know, people want to do stuff, and then they say, well, I, you know, can't come because I, you know, work or whatever, but really, they didn't really want to come to begin with. Okay, so I just left one chain. It looks like more, but it's just one chain in between that, and just jumped over and started crocheting. So I'm actually going to get this up, fold it a little different here in a moment, so it is just in the round, and I can just flip it. So that's what I'm going to do now, is just get my project in yesterday's video, which didn't get any views. So I'm going to ask again today, since I've got crocheters here today. And since, you know, so many people are experts on I should just be crocheting and not killing my channel. And I would really love to have some answers from people who do have crochet channels. So if you just all of a sudden could not crochet anymore, what would you do? Would you just say, okay, I can't crochet no more, and you would just give it up? Would you try other content? What would you do? So I would love that answer from all my crochet and knitter friends. Yarn, you know, if you create with yarn. But I'd also like to hear from other YouTubers who crochet or knit or whatever. If just all of a sudden you could no longer do that, what would you do about your content? I don't know about that stitch there. Is kind of weird. Okay, so what would you do for your content? What would you do? Just give up YouTube? Would you, you know, do things that you can do instead of sitting there struggling, getting frustrated because you're having so much trouble doing what you was doing? I don't know. I just, I would just love to know, like, what would other people do? I did, some of you guys did see yesterday's video, and I appreciate that, but it didn't get very many views, like maybe 500 views. So, I know that, you know, people aren't watching those kind of videos, but people will watch this. So I was just wondering, you know, like, what would you do? What would be your answer? Yeah, okay, so that worked out good. It just, you know, started in the round, and this goes right down just below my chest. And so this is just going, I'm just going to crochet down till I get to my, you know, waist, however how long I make it. And then I'll come back and add the sleeves. So this is fairly an easy project. If you guys are interested in knowing how I started it, if you want me to start another one showing you step by step how I got going making this sweater, just let me know and I will do that. I mean, I can do that. I love this color. Sweet Rolls, they have so many different colorways that they're just all beautiful. And I just love that yarn. I love Premier Yarn. Don't forget, I'm going to leave you some links below where you can click and go to Premier Yarn and order you some if that's what you want to use. Somebody had asked me, you know, to give them details, so I'm going to give you a link. I am an affiliate with Premier. I feel so bad because I signed up to be an affiliate and I received, you know, the invitation to come sign up or whatever, and I did. And then my health plummeted. Right after that, my health just plummeted, and I have not been a good affiliate. And I feel so bad about that. But I do love Premier. I do love their yarn, and that's why I did want to be an affiliate with them, is because I feel that I can stand behind their yarn and say, yes, I approve of that yarn. You know, there's lots of products out there, but you want to, you know, try it out and make sure that it's something that you approve of and you love and absolutely recommend to people. And Premier Yarn is that yarn for me. I mean, I use all different yarn. Don't get me wrong. I do use all different types of yarn, but Premier is a dream. When I get right here, I'm just going to connect and start my next row. Connect, go up, and start my next row. Just making sure I don't have that twisted or anything, because that would be bad. I'd want to catch that now and not later on. So what are you guys have plans for the rest of the week? What do you have going on? I have got to go to Walmart and pick up some cat food because I just emptied their cat food this morning. So I've got to do that. this evening. I want to go to Books A Million. I went to Books A Million the other day and just kind of looked around and enjoyed my walk through. And so now I've thought of something that I wanted, that I saw. So I want to go back and pick that up. It's right up close to the register, so I don't have to walk the whole store this time. So I'm going to go check that out. And it's an art journal. It's something I'm going to turn into an art journal. I have so many ideas just running through my head of things I want to do. It may not be things you want to see, but it's things I want to do and things that I can do. Like, I want to make a llama journal, an art journal just full of llamas and llama stickers, llama paper, llama clip art, llama stamps, cutouts from coloring books and things like that. So I have a whole llama book that I want to make. I also want to make one on gnomes. I like gnomes. So I want to make a gnome themed book. I want to make a Dolly Parton junk journal. And so I'm collecting things for that. Dolly Parton and Alice in Wonderland. And gnomes and llamas. I also want to make just a show you guys how to make just a cheap junk journal. It's something I used to do with my kids also. So I'm kind of working that out in my head, how to do that video. So I have lots of ideas and things I want to do. I just don't know if it's things people want to see. Well, I already know it's not. I already know that it's not things people want to see, but it's things that I can do. Anyway, well, guys, I'm going to let you all get going. All I'm going to do when I get here is I'm going to join, go up a row, and then start working in the round again. And that's what I'm going to do all the way until I get down to my waist area. And then I'll be able to, stop and then work on my sleeves. So I'll be showing more video on this, because this is something I want to create and have it work out. And then also I'll probably make another one. I think I could make my son's one. I could make one of them a green one and one of them a blue one. So I think that would be good for them. And I have that strawberry swirl carrot cakes from Michael's. Some of you guys sent me some of those, and I think those would make a beautiful sweater also. Okay, so when I join, I never do that first, that chain 3. I always jump over to that middle one, and that's the one that I always join on, just so that it doesn't splay out. It kind of brings it in a little. So that's what I always do. And then I'm going to slip stitch until one more. Some people would slip stitch 2 more, but since I've skipped the first one, I'm going to slip stitch until I get to that center opening where the chain 1 is. And now I'm just going to chain 3 and put my 2 double crochets in there. And there I am. On my next row. And okay, so I'm gonna go on down. I'm sorry, I said I was gonna let you go. I'm not. I'm gonna get right here, and what I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do right there. Just in case anybody's wondering, we can get down there real quick if my arm doesn't get to hurting too bad. I love you guys. I appreciate you being here. Y'all are just awesome. I have the best subscribers ever. And I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I do gotta let my arm rest. Oh, just gotta put it down for a moment. Just the way that I have to hold everything now and doing crochet is so much different. Like, you just wouldn't realize that losing that one finger makes such a difference even on this arm. It does. It makes a whole difference in my whole body. That was surprising. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I have been emotional all week, I think. I think there's just a lot of things that have been emotional. We went to a Mexican restaurant the other night, and when the waiter came up to the table and I looked up, I saw my dad. He passed away, a few years ago from COVID, and the waiter looked so much like him that I was just overwhelmed with emotion. And it was very unexpected. Gosh, don't you just hate it when your emotions take over and you can't control them? It's kind of what happened in this video too. Oh gosh. I was quite embarrassed. I mean, the waiter didn't know, but the other people at the table were like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing. I'm fine. I'm fine." My emotions just jumped out there for a moment. I wasn't expecting that by no means. So I don't know why I'm so emotional here. Let's blame it on medication. We need something to blame it on. Maybe it's something to do with this infusion I took last week. Can we blame it on something? Because I don't want to just say I'm emotional. Okay, so now I am finally to my join. Let's see. I'm going to chain one. And I'm going to go to this join. And I'm just going to double crochet. Because it's a chain one right there. So I'm just going to double crochet right there. And now I'm even questioning myself. Should I even put this video out there? Because it's ridiculous that I got so emotional. But then again, I'm like, well, how else are you going to know how I feel if I don't tell you? And I know some of you guys will pray for me, and I appreciate that very much. And I just appreciate you all so very much for being here and being friends. Okay, so that's what I've done. And now this is a very big armhole. So I dearly didn't want it to be that big, but to make the body part of it big enough to go over my chest, that's what I get. But I can just make that a big sleeve and it will be fine. It'll work out fine. I might could even stitch that up a little bit and then make the armhole. I'll probably just play around with it when I get to that part to see if I want to stitch this up to make the armhole smaller. But I'll probably try it on like a bunch of times and do reach above my head and reach this way and you know how Big Daddy's standing over trying to see. I mean, I'm not going to make long sleeves on this, I don't think, but you never know. It depends on the day, what kind of energy I have when I start to make the sleeves. Right? It just depends on that day, whether I make short sleeves or long sleeves. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you get going because this is ridiculously long. I love you. I appreciate you being here. Remember, it is a beautiful day to enjoy your life. Do something today that brings you joy. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.